All right. So this is Ancient Ys Vanished Omen Ys I Chronicles. This is a remake of the original Ys game. Ys I and II are kind of like one game, split up. So we're gonna play them both. And we'll do Ys Origins, which is the prequel to Ys, and then we'll go into the rest of the games. Should be fun. All right, new game. Chronicles versus Complete, I guess. Chronicles? Let me see what the difference is. 1 second. I am curious. Let's see. Ys Chronicles versus Complete. The only difference is the style of the artwork. Complete is the art from the PC version. Chronicles is new art created for the PSP game. Alright, well, I mean, we'll go with the newer art, I guess. Okay. Let's get into it. Been a while since I've even tried to do a game like this. Alright, so we're gonna do Chronicles. And we'll just go with normal mode. I think this is original ones with the bump system I'm gonna have some trouble with. So I should probably go easy on myself. I think if I click out, if I click outside the window to like check chat or something, it's gonna pause the game. That's unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. So I have never played these games. That's not true. I've beaten Ys I on the stream before. It's been a long time. Light and Darkness, the Disturbed and Chaotic Era. Means. Well, we will figure it out. I know that there's the two goddesses, right? Which I think that these girls are like the mortal embodiment of somehow, which might be explained in Ys Origins actually. I've beaten Ys Origins twice. I haven't done the third character. I unlocked the third character. So when we get to that, it's been a while though, as I'm like struggling to remember the story. Anyways, this is the beginning of the Ys adventures. All the Ys games are set in the same world, I believe. And you generally, you play the same character, Adol Christensen. He's like their Link, right? If this was a Zelda game. But unlike Link, he's not being reincarnated. It's just all of his adventures, right? Ancient Ys Vanished. I'm in the cutscene. Okay. Goddesses with some big orb. And demons. Right. Okay, so I remember there was like Ancient Ys had like, what was it, like 5 families, right? And the Fate ones were the ones that went evil. Like the final bad guy in this one is the Fate dude, I think. And in Origins, I think one of your two starting characters, you got the girl Unica and the boy is a mage who's with the Fate family, right? I don't remember enough. Well, we're gonna have to get into it. That's why we're doing this. I don't know these games as well. All right. Yeah, there's Adol, that red-haired awesome man. So we're gonna have to get used to this combat system for sure. So the way that combat works in the original Ys games is almost kind of like old school roguelikes, where you just kind of bump into an enemy to hit it. And it's like, if you hit the enemy dead on, you hit each other, but if you hit it sort of at an angle, you can hit them without them hitting you. So you have to like sort of engineer how you're gonna run into the enemy, sort of. And then your level plays a humongous role in how much damage you do and how much damage you take, as well as your gear. So getting to the correct level. I remember one of the early bosses in this game right here is a vampire. And I was doing like 1 damage to him until I got like 2 more levels, and suddenly he was easy. So like, it's not a game where you don't want to level, it's a game where you need to. So there, that tower there is like the second half of Ys I. And like all of Ys Origins takes place in that tower, I do believe. All right, let's get to it. Ooh, okay. Yeah, these are nice graphics. Dr. Bluto. Ah, oh, good, you're awake. Don't strain yourself now. Your body is covered in bruises. So, you're still hurting anywhere? You know, checked himself over. There's some pain, but nothing debilitating. Get some rest. You're in a clinic in Barbados Port. Hey, Dad. Is the stranger awake yet? Ah, Sloth, you're early. How did the meeting go? Same as always. No real progress. Well, the patient's only just awoken. Glad to see you back among the living. Ah, yes. Where are my manners? My name is Bluto. I own and operate this clinic. This is my son, Slav. He found you collapsed on the beach and brought you here. We drove off the rebel that attacked you. It was a real close call. Adol told Slav his name and expressed his gratitude. Adol, a good name. Don't recognize you though. Where are you from? Adol explained that he had journeyed from Promalok to Asteria by boat. Like, Adol doesn't talk, he just gets like a narration. My word, you came from overseas? Amazing, you're the first man I know of to get past the storm wall. What do you two think you're doing? Uh-oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy. She'll chew you up. I'll chew you up, Slav, if you keep making comments like that. The man's wounded, you know. Shouldn't you leave him be? He needs his rest. That's my Ayla, always keeping us in check. You make a good point, my dear. Yeah, okay, I'll stop talking his ear off. Rest up, Adol, but know this. I'm not done with you yet. Under the clinic's care, Adol recovered quickly. Several days later, hey, we got up to 20 HP. Alright. Good morning, Adol. You seem to be in tip-top shape now. Still, you should probably take it easy just for a bit, just in case. Well, I suppose a walk around town could do you some good, just don't overexert yourself. For a boy your age to have slept so soundly, you must have quite a story to tell. Adol, the portside warehouse has become a home base of the town's militia. Slav should be there. He can answer any questions you might have. Just be careful not to do too much too soon. Listen, Adol, there are monsters outside town, so don't push your luck, okay? Slav is well on his way to making the town's militia a force to be reckoned with. He's always been one to insist on shouldering everyone else's burdens. A real stubborn one. He never listens to a single word I say. He reminds me of someone else in this room. Adol, I know you're a strapping young lad, but please don't overestimate yourself. We don't want you getting hurt again. I healing, I want medicine. Fortunately, we're out of the red digitalis plant needed to make herbs. But still, you shouldn't need any while you're in town, right? Okay, so we can get healed here. We have 1,000 gold. Well, you seem healthy enough. You want to be up and about, but still take care of yourself out there, okay? And even just talking to people, you just run into them. It's all about just running into people. Alright. Ooh. Lens flare. Well now, who might you be? I see, so you're the young man that Dr. Bluto's been looking after. You must have been through a lot. But you're looking very well, that's Bluto for you. I think we need to talk to all the NPCs to get out of town, if I remember right. Slav is working hard to keep the town safe, but in the end, he may just be kidding himself. Rather than live in fear of a monster attack, wouldn't it be better if everyone in Barbados moved to Minia? Hey, mister. Did you come from the mainland? Isn't the Stormwall really neato? Hope it stays forever. If it goes away, the girl next door will have to leave with her family. This town that I was born and raised in, it's my home. And to even consider leaving this place, my children's safety is paramount, so perhaps Minia with this city wall, it really is the place to be. Alright. Well, if it isn't Adol, you okay to be moving around like that? Every time I stopped by, you were sound asleep. You must have been exhausted. So, heard any murmurings overseas about hysteria? I'd love to know what people are saying about us. Adol told Slav that he'd heard the land was cursed. Cursed, huh? That's not really true, but it's also not too far off. Guess we can't count on any support from the outside if they think we're cursed over here. Gotta take action. Anyway, I don't know a whole lot, but I'll gladly answer any questions you can. Ask away. Barbados. Barbados is the only port town in Hysteria. It used to be a small fishing village until silver was discovered nearby, then it boomed overnight. But ever since that storm wall showed up, no ships can get in or out. Our exporting days are over. So now it's just a fishing village again, but for the time being anyway. At least everyone got some money from the silver trade while it lasted, I guess. Hysteria is a small island country. There are only a few towns here, Barbados, the walled city of Minia, and Zeptic village in the mountains. Not long ago, there was also a town called Raston, but it was wiped out by monsters after the mine closed. The place where I found you is called Whitehorn Beach. Mother of pearl pieces wash ashore there. Great place for a stroll. Save for the monsters everywhere. What else? Oh yeah, Darm Tower. This area's claim to fame, sort of. It just seems to kiss the clouds, doesn't it? On a clear day, you can see it all the way from Promalok. There are other touristy spots, but they've been infested with monsters ever since the storm wall showed up. Damn thing really made life difficult for us. At the storm wall. It appeared, let's see, about 6 months or so ago? The first storm started on a night when some trade ships carrying silver set out from Barbados. Buffeted by the storm, the ships were obliterated, washed ashore on Whitehorn Beach the next morning. We first thought that it was an isolated incident, but the same fate's been met by every other ship since then. That's how the storm wall got its start, and now we Asterians are pretty much trapped here. Most people just have a kind of resigned themselves to their fate, but me? Too stubborn for that. Militia. When the storm wall appeared, monsters came with it. And that's what attacked you that day on the beach. We call that particular species Rabel. Monsters first appeared on the road up to the mountains, and they began attacking the village soon after. Barbados in particular was hit pretty badly. Minia seems to be just as vulnerable, but they got that wall around them, so they're much more secure. Zeptic was spared too somehow, supposedly kept the monsters out by some kind of mystical bell. We have nothing of the sort here though, so we have to take up arms and defend the town ourselves. Alright, well, be sure to come back sometime. So, I believe, if I remember right, it's been a while since I played this, and Ys Origin, and I never beat Part 2. I never really even played Part 2. I believe the goddesses, like, part of the island is lifted up into the sky, and that's where Part 2 takes place. And you get magic in that part. And, like, all the East people are up there, except for the ones that got left behind. And the goddess, like, I think it's the silver, right? They were trying to take the silver off the island. And it's not just, like, regular silver, it's, like, magic silver or something. And, to stop them from doing it, they erected the storm wall. I believe. It's been a while. We'll figure it out. We watch the surrounding area from here. That way, if the demons try to mount an attack, we can see them coming and get ready for it. Makes sense. Do they say the same thing every time? No. I doubt they'll attack during the day, of course, but it is better to be safe than sorry, you know? It's tedious work, but somebody has to keep watch over the city, and that somebody's me. Alright, cool. So he had 3 things to say. Very well. You're the one that Slav rescued, aren't you? Fine red hair like yours is certainly a rarity here. So you're Adol. Well, it's good to finally meet you. What's wrong? Do you need something? Adol, you're looking well. How's it adjusting? Okay. I think I remember right, we can get like a sword or something from him, but I think we need to talk to everybody in town first. I've been fishing here for as long as I can remember. Hey, how's it going? You know anything about the East games? Since the storm wall appeared, my catch has been considered consistently bigger than ever. I believe one would call that a mixed blessing. It's totally wiped out our trade, but hey, at least we're not starving, right? Never played, okay. Do you know anything about them? Figuring out what I'm working with here. Alright, that's locked. Nope, okay. Well, then I will teach you. These are good games. Before the storm wall appeared, this bar was always packed. My handle being poor. I just hate being bored all the time. Can't sit around. Maybe I should ask Slav to let me join the militia. Okay. All for her. Such stunning red hair. You must be Adol, no? Dr. Bluto told me about you. As you can see, we're on a bit of a break right now. The storm wall is not conducive to tourism, after all. I can get you something to drink, though. If you like, what do you say? Nice and quiet around here with no customers. It does start to take its toll after a time. Okay. So basically the story of this is, so far, that this island, Asteria, 6 months ago, a giant wall of storms appeared around the island and no one can get in or out. And Adol here, our consummate adventurer and hero of all of the East games, has made his way through the storm wall. He wrecked and they found him on the beach, but he is now in Asteria. And we've got to explore it and see what's what. Slav is working hard to keep the town safe, but in the end, he may just be kidding himself. Rather than live in fear of the monster attack, we said this one. What's this? However hard we try, we're simply no match for the monsters. If they attack us, we're done for. Should try and talk some sense into that stubborn fool. With mesmerizing hair like yours, maybe he'll listen. Hey, mister, did you come from the mainland? Isn't the storm wall really neato? If it stays forever. If it goes away, the girl next door will have to leave with her family. 3 cheers for the storm wall. It's what got me my girlfriend. Alright. Yep. This is the town where I was born and raised. It's my home. You even consider leaving this place. Okay, so she only has the one thing to say. Alright. So some people are thinking about going to Mania because Mania has a wall around the city, whereas this city doesn't. So they're having to depend on this militia to keep everybody safe from the monsters. The monsters showed up when the storm wall showed up. I think basically the story is that the metal that they're calling silver is like some kind of holy metal, like it's somehow tied to the goddesses and their power or whatever, so they couldn't let them take it off the island, so they erected the storm wall when they tried to trade it. My son and his wife live in Mania. They keep asking me to go live with them, but they must be joking. This is my home. I would never leave them here, no matter what the danger. At my age, I have no intention of finding a new home. I was born and raised here. Okay. Like I said, in this game, the way that you attack is just by running into people, which we'll see. But in the second one, it still has the bump combat system, but you get magic too. Since the ships are all grounded, there's no work to be had in the harbor anymore. Be hoping to branch out into the silver trade, but that didn't exactly work out either. Bad luck all around. Guess it's fisherman's life for me. Okay. Gotta make sure to talk to everybody. I think it's like a trigger. You have to talk to everybody in town. 6 months ago, monsters started showing up in the North Road. As a result, I haven't seen my friends in Mania for quite some time. I wonder how they're doing these days. Mania is protected by city walls. It's a safer place to be. On the other hand, I hear they have some serious crime problems there, lots of thievery. These little critters are called picards. They've been raised as livestock here for generations. Their meat is absolutely delicious, but they're real easy prey for monsters, so we raise them here where nothing can hurt them but us. But us. Alright. Watch out for the blue-headed demons out in the field. Be careless and you'll be dead. You're only human, after all. If you're not sure about your chances for survival, then run away. Run like the wind. Watch out for... Okay. Alright, so Adol here, our red-headed hero, this is his first adventure, I believe, in canon. The Ys Origins takes place before this, but Ys Origins is like the one Ys game that you don't play Adol. Alright. Anything new here? No? Am I missing somebody? Do I need to go out of town? What do I have to do here? I remember there being some kind of trigger in this opening town that we had to like talk to everybody or something, and that we could get like a sword, which we'd really like to get to, you know, survive when we head out of town. Ooh, Fran, I don't think we talked to her, did we? Not sure the town can survive on fishing alone. It's only been 6 months and we're already a pretty bad way. Okay, maybe Fran was the one I was missing. Talked to the guy on the roof already. And Zeptic is being saved by this bell. When we get up there, we find out the bell's been stolen. Zeptic also has the freaking goddesses living there, though, so we'll get to that later. The goddesses are like in human form in this game. There's these two girls. I don't know the whole story behind that yet. Alright, so what are we missing here? We're missing something. This is locked. That's like the weapon shop, right? I already talked to Marco. I already talked to both of them. I already talked to all three of them. Okay, we haven't done this house. My daddy always talks about leaving Asteria, but why would we leave when I have so many good friends here? This must be the girlfriend. Oh, I think I'm gonna go play with my friend next door. One time, Barbados was swimming in traders like my husband, but they all tried to go home and got swallowed up by the storms. Just grateful to have my family here with me, though. That's enough to keep me happy. You're going to Mania, no? Be careful, the monster's water in the plains. I came here because I heard I could make a tidy profit in the local silver trade. Now I just want to go home. Damn Stormwall, may its stormy progeny all suffer uncomfortable bloating. You're from the mainland as well, aren't you? What brings you to Asteria? Well, we came here because we heard everybody here was cursed. And we're an adventurer. You got an iron will, man. You must be just what we need. The Stormwall has claimed so many lives and it needs to stop. I assume you're looking to travel all through Asteria, no? That's a really bad idea. You'll be eaten by monsters for sure. No good can come of it. Why not join the town militia instead? You sure got the guts for it. Adol explained that he wanted to confirm Asteria's current state with his own eyes. Yeah, I figured. I know your type. I doubt you could ever change your mind. You're a wild one for sure. It takes nothing short of a miracle to make it through the Stormwall alive. This is my place. I know that. But it's not yours. No, Destiny's got bigger things for you in mind, definitely. Anyway, when you leave here, go north. We're just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Mania. Mania is Asteria's largest city. You're sure to find some useful information there. Oh yeah, and take this with you. There's our short sword. Okay. So I remembered that part. Consider it a parting gift. All of us militants carry these. They're small, but they get the job done. I haven't got much in the way of armor, but there's a good shop for that in Mania. Be sure to stop by when you can. Take care, come around again. Okay. So if we... Is it just automatically equip that? How does that work? Oh, we can see our level and our strength and everything there. That's kind of cool. I guess it auto-equipped it. Oh, here we go. Equip. There we go. Okay, so that puts us strength up to 15. And now we can see our sword. Cool. Alright, so the bump system. Don't attack head on, you want to attack off center. If you attack head on, you get hit instead of the monster. You have to sort of sideswipe them. This version lets you... Oh, yeah, see, I just died. Well, you can see I've played before. Oh my god, I didn't save the game, did I? Is there an autosave? I haven't played this since like 2013. Shoot. I really, really, really should have saved before I left, because now I gotta talk to everybody again! Oy. I gotta get used to the bumping. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Alright, we don't gotta read it all again, let's just speed through it. Remember to save. Oh man, that really, really sucks. I wish there was like an autosave. Because we have to talk to everybody again to get the dang sword. I love old games sometimes, huh? Okay. Okay. I wonder what the speedruns for this game look like at the beginning. Maybe they run out there without the short sword. Okay. Is that everybody outside the militia camp? Maybe. Still 3 people here, so him. This guy. And let's see if Slap will give us that sword. Or did I miss somebody? We have to go through these. Exposition! Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so we'll get the sword, and then we can, save the game this time. I don't think there's anything we can do to get armor or anything until we get to Mania, so let's head out. Save, we'll use... Let's just go over to number 2 here. Alright. Note. Oh, look at this. Kinda cool. I could fill that in, maybe. Let's watch our health this time. See, I hit him dead on, so I got hit there. We can get hit there. Alright, we killed him. We stand still in the sun, we get healed, so we can get our health back pretty easily. Didn't get hurt at all that time. I don't think in the original you could go diagonally, but I think going diagonally is like really helpful. Your health back. I want to earn our experience here. So the experience is showing me how much experience I need to level, right? If we get the right spot, we can just kind of push through them. Ooh, almost died. Their health back. You can't heal up like that in a dungeon either. You have to be out in the sun. Adol is clearly part plant. But, we need to grind up a level maybe. Combat system definitely gets a lot better once you get past the first 2. The bump system is a little rough. The enemies just respawn here, so we can just fight endlessly as much as we want. As we level up, we'll get more attack and damage, attack and defense, so we can kill things easier. But of course, you need more XP too. So. Interesting combat system. Really only play the first 2 for story. Let's see, I can figure out how much XP we get from these. This is 164 right now. So we got 4 XP for killing that guy. Only 2 XP for killing that guy, so the blue ones are worth twice as much as the trees. But I mean, 4 XP is going to take forever to level. Maybe we can get something in Mania to help us out. Alright. Mister, are you a swordsman? Oh, the fortune teller has been looking for a traveling swordsman. Please go see her. Southwest corner of town. You should talk to her right away. Alright. I saw Pim picking a ring off the ground the other day. Right after that, he went straight to the store and put it on the shelf. What kind of lowlife would just sell something he finds like that? All Pim cares about is profit. I bet the owner of that ring never even crossed his mind. If you find someone's valuables on the ground, you should make an effort to return them. It's just the right thing to do. My father is the mayor of Zeptic Village to the north. Lately, he's been a little preoccupied with something, though. Last time I saw him, he was all like, the villagers mustn't hear of this. Please, if you go to this empty village, would you talk to him for me? I've got them losing the bell. It's so unlike him to be so panicked and perturbed. What in the world could put him in such a state? You must not go to the mine. The monsters there are extremely powerful. They've killed the cat. You'll be killed for certain. It's fortunate for us that we never have to venture outside. The word is they can't stand daylight. The monsters don't leave the mine, at least. For now. Before the monsters showed up, we used to always play under the huge tree in the plains, but we can't do that now. The grown-ups won't let us go outside the walls anymore. If I could, I'd just climb over that tree one more time. Never need to climb another thing ever again. Oh, something you need? Red hair is rare around here. You're not from around these parts, are you? I'm from the mainland myself, but I got trapped by this lousy island by the storm wall. I think I can cut you a deal since you're a fellow foreigner. You probably weren't aware of being an outsider and all, but this place has been crawling with thieves. Thieves are no good for business at all. Even before the storm wall, I had run-ins with them. Gold vases and silver armor, expensive stuff, you know. Extremely annoying. I hope they catch the bastards who took them and hang them out to dry. Well, they weren't always aware of being... Okay, that's the same thing. Wouldn't this sapphire be great to give your girlfriend? I bet she'd be thrilled. His wing and a mirror. Mirror has the power to freeze monsters in time, but it's delicate. Don't use it too often and it'll shatter. Okay. We'll deal with the ring a little bit. Do you have to buy the ring to give back to the person? I don't remember. Since the monsters started showing up, all of the children are prohibited from leaving the city. They look like they've grown tired of being cooped up out here, but what else can we do? It's for their own good. For the children. My mother lives by herself in Barbados. I keep telling her to move with me since it's been so much safer inside the city with walls, but she won't listen. I know she doesn't want to leave the lifelong home, but is the risk really worth it? I need to figure out a way to convince her. Since the monsters started showing up, all the children are prohibited from leaving the city. Okay, so that's the same thing. Photon voltaic hero. Yeah. Telling you, he's a plant creature. My grandpa often tells me a stereo of fairy tales. My favorite one is about the silver sword used to defeat an army of monsters a long time ago. Okay, well, we'll get that silver sword later. Oh my, it's you! You're not from Asteria, correct? Did you come here by crossing the storm wall? Goddesses, thank you. I've waited so long for this day. You are the one whom I've been seeking. Please, get your equipment in order and then return here at once. I must beg a favor of you. Gotta get our equipment in order first. It just means get, what, armor and a shield. We're very fortunate to have Dr. Klaus in our city. His potions really hit the spot. Anytime there's an emergency, he's always there in a flash. He's a true hero to us all. I was a really sculpted, scrumptious-looking man the other day. Real debonair, too, with a black cape. When he looked at me, I swear I was scared out of my mind. His eyes were almost inhuman. Not about fact. You're not too bad yourself, actually, but you might still be a little young for what I have in mind. Okay, then. Because he's always off on house calls, he's rarely at the clinic. Back room? Nothing in there. Okay. Minea has an ancient history. Supposedly its walls were built a very long time ago. It's like a miracle that people back then could build huge stone ramparts like this. Makes you wonder how they managed it. The monster started attacking. A lot of people moved here from Raston to Barbados Port. And yeah, Minea is protected by walls, but we can't just shut ourselves in here. We've got to fight back. Not just monsters either, but thieves too. I swear it's one thing after another. His name's Haystack. On a day like this, when the weather is good, you can see Darm Tower clear as anything from Dom's round parts. It's amazing that our ancestors were able to build a tower that stretches up beyond the clouds. Go up the mountain road from the North Village and you'll reach Darm Tower. The thieves are based out of there, though, so take heed. Alright, here's our weapon and armor shops. I've got some really good swords here, the same kinds the militia members use, but I've also got even better swords for real combat. Why not take a peek? Be careful when fighting monsters. Never approach them head on. That's suicide. You strike them from the side or the back. Even the toughest enemy can be taken down easily. Alright, so long sword is 2,000. The tower we can't get yet. Okay. Let's check our armor. Offense is a great luxury, but defense is absolute necessity. As such, proper armor is vital. They say the base defense is a good offense, but if the situation gets ugly, offense won't matter one whit. Alright, it's made of knitted chain, easy to move around in, well ventilated. Does not to slow cook its wearer. So only 400 for chainmail. Plate is 2,000. Reflex. Crowning jewel in my inventory is light leather or armor treated with resin. 5,000. Okay. Small shield. 700. Middle shield. 2,000. Large shield. 6,000. Alright. Let's get a small shield. And some chainmail. And now we're broke. Alright, now that we're equipped... Oh, we should have that later over here too. We need to go talk to the fortune teller. Ever since the silver mine on the mountain was closed, the cost of everything has risen so dramatically. Still, it's not like we could actually sell any of our silver goods, not with the storm wall and all. Needs have to come before wants, you know. Oh, I wish business would pick up again. My mother and grandfather said that they want to go back to their old home and they look so sad about it. When the bats are gone, can we go back to Reston? Oh, Raston got destroyed. We used to live in Raston Village until the monsters razed it to the ground anyway. Guy's just like in the corner. The bats that come from the mine in Twilight aren't normal. Their ferocious attack both humans and livestock. They were the primary culprits of the destruction of Raston. Must be the vampire. Oh my god, what are you people doing to me? What's going on here? Bad touch! I didn't sign on for this. I'm stuck. Are you kidding me right now? Thank God. Not long ago, I saw a stranger in town wearing a black cape with a real particular pale blue glow to it. Maybe I was just seeing things, but I don't know. It still gave me shivers either way. Maybe that caped man was the thief people have been talking about. Man, this is the good stuff. You know that harmonica playing poet girl on the inside on the ramparts? She's real purty, and that song of hers is also real purty. It's mesmerizing. Haven't heard it in a while, though. And she lost her harmonica. Just looking at her is a real feast for the eyes, but my ears get starved. Welcome, oh my stranger. Don't worry, travel to the city of Mania is a safe haven from the monsters. You have nothing to worry about here. Oh, new face. From whence did you come, sir? Barbado, you say? Oh, you're a lad who crossed the storm wall then. I heard about you from members of the Barbado militia when they came here on their rounds. Sorry if I sounded a bit suspicious when I asked where you're from. Lately, there have been a lot of break-ins, so I thought maybe you were casing my establishment. Name's Garrick. Been hired by the city to track down those dirty thieves. You have a drink with me? Sure. Ain't learned much from the crooks, but I did find out that long ago there was a rhoda trees in Asteria. Never heard of a rhoda tree before? The seeds are said to be one of the finest delicacies in the world. I'd love to taste one just once before I die. I don't suppose you've come across any, have you? Did you hear out a humble patron of the fine watering hole? Sure. Somewhere in this general area, I lost a beautiful sapphire ring. Yeah, it's up for sale at the store now. Without it, I feel as if I can't even face our tangible thieves. I wish this is their doing. Alright. We can give him his ring back later. It costs 1,000 to buy it, though. Have you visited the fortune teller's house? She may be young, but she's good. If you ever need advice and guidance, you can always set you on the right path. I'm Asteria's foremost tour guide. Or at least I used to be. The blasted storm wall and all the monsters driven right out of business. There was once an old man who wanted to tour the mountain ruins. This was before the storm wall. He seemed to be a scholar, and he said he planned on investigating Darm Tower. I hope he's okay. That poor old man and I parted ways at the old shrine. I wonder if he's even still alive. I used to work in the silver mine, but 6 months ago the tunnels were overrun by monsters. All because of those damn doomed, dimmed, dumbed monsters that I got nothing to do but drink up and out. I'll kill them. I'll mutilate them. Chop them up to bits. I'll be all like, biff, bam, scrunk. Yeah, I know. They'd be the ones doing that stuff. Alright, let's go talk to the fortune teller. Swordsman, thank you for returning. Tell me, are you familiar with the books of Ys? No. Ys was the name of an ancient kingdom that existed here ages ago. The lost history of the land is written within the books of Ys. It is unknown, however, who actually inscribed their words. The 6 books detail the reason for Ys's fall from grace. My crystal ball tells me that one of the books is in the mountain shrine. Will you seek the books? Yes. You will. Ah, Swordsman, you are truly the man I've been seeking. Thank you so very, very much. Please, take this with you. It will show you the way within the shrine. There's Crystal. Alright. First, please visit Jebba in the village of Zeptic. She's my aunt. She knows a great deal about the history of Ys. I'm certain she'll be of aid to you. Zeptic village is to the northeast, just outside of Mania. You'll pass through it on the way to the shrine. Alright. Well, we can't afford to get any better equipment at the moment, so let's go kill some monsters. Leveling up and getting better equipment is, like, ridiculously important in this game. Alright, so let's save the game. Let's see what kind of monsters we got up here. More blue guys. Alright, we have 58 XP. 54, yeah, these guys get 4 XP. We can kill like 13 more of them and level up. No trees up here, just the blue guys, so that's a little better. And we really like chunk them down when we kill them though. Like pieces go everywhere. Interesting combat system for sure. It's very easy to very quickly die if you mess up though. It's just as fast as I can hurt them, they can hurt me too. By the time you finish the game, you get really good at doing this little like side swipe maneuver. Alright, we need like 3 more to level up. Gotta stand still to heal. We only take 1 damage now that we got the armor and the shield. Alright, level up. Up to 35 HP now. Almost double what we had before. And our strength doubled from 15 to 30. We one-shot these guys now. Like, levels are humongous in this game. Humongous. Alright, 178. 76. Yeah, these guys are showing worth 2. These monsters really aren't worth my time for the most part. We need to level up some though. There's the chest over there. Need to explore the world map too, because there are chests with very good items in them. I don't remember exactly, but I've beaten this game twice. It's just been a long. It's 2013 apparently. Well, was the last time I did it, so I just don't remember that well. Alright, new enemy. Let's save before we possibly die. Okay. How much did that give us? We're at 152. Is this the mines? I think this is the interest of the mines. Yeah, we don't want to do the mines right yet. Let's see, 152. 146. So that guy is worth 6 XP. It's better than the blue guys. This is the right way to Zeptic. Yep, Zeptic village. Alright. I was young, I used to archive historical documents. One of them tells of 2 goddesses who saved the country from a great cataclysm. If such goddesses truly exist, we wouldn't have to live in fear of these accursed monsters. I like to think that if the monsters are real, then surely the goddesses are too. Out of the blue, the Thieves' Den is established next to the Dharm Tower. I hear it was built there to block up the entrance. Not that I mind having thieves between me and that accursed tower, but why? Why would they set up in such a place? Monsters, thieves, I honestly don't know which is worse. When I woke up this morning, my husband Luda was gone. Probably sleepwalking again. What on earth could he be this time? Luda's disappeared again. He can be so thoughtless sometimes. His lovely wife is quite worried about him. Wish I had a cute girlfriend who'd worry about me when I suddenly vanished. Luda's disappeared again. Okay, same thing. The mayor's acting quite suspect. He keeps wandering around the village muttering something under his breath. Something about giving the thieves everything he owns and hoping that's enough. What is that all about? So the thieves have basically stolen the bell that protects the town, and the mayor's worried the monsters are going to come in, and he's got to give them everything they can to get it back. Back in the mining days, I once came across an old chamber filled with light, and therein I saw 2 of the most beautiful statues of the goddesses. It felt sacred, like I was looking at the guardian spirits of the mine. Since then, we miners have been praying every day. One day, one of the goddess statues just disappeared without a trace. We all took that to be an omen, but what does it mean? The other statue was holding a big black pearl. It should still be down there, but with all the monsters, I'm not about to go check. Oh, young man, where did you come from? Oh, from Barbados. You know Dr. Bluto, then. Good, good. I have something to tell you, but you must promise me you will not let the villagers know about it. You keep this conversation between us? This village's charm of protection, the silver bell, has been stolen by thieves. I desperately wish to get it back to do. If worst comes to worst, I'll pay any price the thieves may ask. Will you negotiate with them on my behalf? I'd ask the villagers, but they simply mustn't know of this. Alright. You'll do it, thank you so much. The Thieves' Den is north of the village, on the mountain road. If you meet their leader, please tell him that I'll pay whatever price he asks for the bell. I'm counting on you, young sir. Alright, same guy. Sarah's crystal. I see, so you're the swordsman Sarah has been seeking all this time. You intend to find the Book of Ys within the shrine, do you? I believe you'll be needing this key then. Alright, we got the shrine key. The ruins atop the mountain were once known as Solomon's Shrine. If one of the books of Ys is there, it'll no doubt be somewhere in the shrine's lower levels. The entrance to the lower levels is well hidden, but that crystal will show you the way. Virtually anything that may await you in there, however, make certain you're prepared before you go. Right, she doesn't have anything else to say to me. Keep away from the shrine on the mountain. They say it's haunted by hooded ghosts, and those who enter the shrine are doomed to never return. Lovely. A very suspicious-looking man wearing a black cape earlier. He was in an awful hurry. He ran right out of town to the north. There's nothing up there but monsters and thieves. I wonder if he fell into either category. Certainly couldn't have... Could have... He certainly could have, what with how overtly sneaky he was acting. Manita's in a bad way. The thieves have been on a rampage lately. Guess that's where all the rich folks live. Have you been to the lakeshore? It's so pretty. You should go see it for yourself sometime. The pier especially is the perfect spot for basking in the sun. But you gotta go early or someone else will beat you to it. Out in the western fields there are 2 giant trees. One to the south and one other is west of the old mine. When I was young, I used to go out and pick delicious fruit all the time. I wish I could do that again. We gotta find those trees later. Entirely, I remember things that I did, but I don't entirely remember the order we do things in. I'm just kind of following where it tells me to go right now. Okay, neither to me. Alright, we have 102. Oh, 102. So, 8 XP. These are our best yet. I think these are the best before the shrine for leveling. You kill 11 more of them to level up. Let's go ahead and do that. I forget what level I need to beat the vampire, but I remember going into the vampire too early and like literally only doing 1 damage to it. So it's like you need to get to the right level. Alright, 2 more and we'll level up. Alright, so our HP is up to 50 now. And our strength has gone up to 55. How awesome is that? All about leveling in this game. Not just our damage too, like our defense goes up significantly too. When you see some of the bosses, you'll realize like how hard it is to avoid damage and how hard it is to do damage if you're not the right level. The combat gets much better once you get to Pretty much anything but the first two. First two are the only ones with this bump system. Combat gets pretty awesome after that. I'd say first two, honestly, this is like one game. They split it up into Ys I and Ys II, but like, it literally picks directly up where the other one left off and continues the story. It's basically one game. And this is only like, I don't know, like 6 hours long, 8 hours long, something like that. So like, it really does feel like it's just one game. In fact, they usually bundle them together, so you end up buying both of them when you buy one. I gotta kill like, what, 20 more of them? And we'll level again, and then we'll head into the shrine. After we save. Getting money to buy new equipment too. Oh. 9 more to go. 8. 7, 6, 5, 4. 3, 2, 1. Level up. Alright, so now we have 80 HP and 75 strength and 60 defense. That will make a huge difference. Be another, what, 100 of them to level up again. Alright, so if you come in here, like, everything looks the same except this one that's golden. Step up to that, and it gets you into here. If I remember, equipping this lets us see stuff we couldn't see before, I think. Got a ruby. I think it's just money, right? Yeah. Money. We definitely want to try and get all the chests, though, if we can. There's the door to the first boss here. Alright, we use the shrine key. Here's the first boss. The fire starts shooting out from the sides, and he appears in the fire, and you have to, like, run into him. And the fire hurts. You can't heal in here. You have to, like, time it to run in there without taking too much damage from the fire. And hope that you're high enough level to do a fair amount of damage to him so that you don't die, but as you can see, I'm not. I'm probably gonna have to go level some more before I fight him. Because, like, oh my god, we're doing, like, nothing to him. Which is why I save first. And there's nothing you can do to do more damage other than, like, buy better equipment and level up. So, and it's a remarkable, like, 2 levels, and I'll just, like, start chunking him down. Levels are huge in this game. Locked. Alright, so we can kill these guys and then go buy a better sword, maybe. Maybe we can one-shot these guys now. And use the thieves' hideout. Chest is empty. You're a brave or stupid kid. Why have you come here? Don't tell me you actually came here to hunt us down all by yourself. What do you mean we're rampaging through the city stealing everyone's silver? Some kind of joke? You got it all wrong, kid. Believe it or not, we're really honor among thieves. Only steal from those who make their money by blood and sweat of honest workers. They got stolen silver you're after. Look around you. Not a trace of it here. All of ours was stolen too. If you ever find the culprit, he's going to pay dearly. You can be sure of that. So they didn't actually steal the silver. Huh? Who told you that we stole the silver bell? I'm afraid you're misinformed. We know how important the silver bell is to the people of Zeptic. Stealing that would break the villagers' hearts, and that's something we would never do. Believe whatever you like, but I'm not telling you we had nothing to do with it. There you go. And then behind here... it's the door that leads up to the tower, right? Alright. So we don't want to come here till later. The thieves don't actually have the bell. Go figure. They're not saying they're not thieves. They're just saying they didn't steal that stuff. We're thieves, but come on, man. We're not thieves. What level are we? We're level 4. I forget what level that I last time I played this, there was a number that I decided it was like 5 or 7 or something. I was like, you need to be this level to fight the vampire. And I don't remember what it was. And this isn't even the vampire. Vampire's a boss later. He turns into a big cloud of bats. Sword upgrade might just be in order to deal with this current boss that we have an issue with. We do have almost 3,000 gold. How much was... we couldn't get the Talwar. How much was the longsword? Forget. Was it 2,000? I feel like it was 2,000. So let's go buy that, and then we can come back here, try one more level, and then try the boss again. We might have a big difference. The armor is still kind of expensive. I feel like we should focus on offense before defense here. Let's go back to Medea. Alright. Mynea. We went to Mynea and upgrade our weapon. Okay. Buy weapons. Let's get a longsword. That gives us 10 more attack. Right. So that will help, but let's also finish off this level. We're at 498. We have to kill a fair number of those guys that are worth 8 XP each, but it'll be worth it. Getting better armor would be nice too, so we don't take as much damage from the fire, but I don't know how long that would take to grind that much money. Definitely an old school game, man. I haven't searched down here yet either. I think this is where one of the trees is. Oh, we could sell those gems too. I got the golden vase. That's another thing we can sell, right? Here's one of the road of trees. I think this is where we get the silver sword later or something. I don't remember. Can't do it yet. There was that, yeah, chest that we saw earlier. Locked. Can't even get that yet. Alright. We do have some items we could sell. Maybe that would be a smart idea to buy some better armor. This game is kind of divided up into two halves too. Like I feel like there's all the traveling around the world and doing the mines and stuff and the shrine, and then you get into the tower and like the second half of the game is all in that tower. So let's get one more level. And the boss fight will probably be easy after that. They're spaced out just about the right distance for me to just make them respawn over and over again. Okay, 11 more, 10 more, 9 more, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up. Alright, so now we're at 115 strength. The level's worth more than a new sword. We need 1500 XP for the next level, though. Which we're not going to grind up at XP at a time, unless you're crazy. We still can't open these lock chests yet. We'll get to that. sorry, we gotta go around the other way to get to the bottom. Okay. Save the game. Let's try the boss. Throw another sword and another level later. Look how much damage you do to him now. How ridiculous is the difference? We almost two-shot him. There you go, that's the boss. Alright. New monsters. Let's see, 1038. That monster took one more than one hit too. Wow, yeah, we're worth way more XP. Like 30 XP or something like that. A big step up from 8. Lock, paper's empty. Okay. Locked. I figure out how to open those chests. I don't remember. I remember we can't heal in here. I need to be a little less reckless with how I'm attacking things. I can't just stand still to heal. Okay. It's like here, I think, maybe? Like if I unequip this crystal? No. There's a spot where like you need the crystal. I don't remember. Was it only at the entrance? Oh, I'm thinking of the mask. There's a mask later that'll let you see secret stuff. There you go. Prison key obtained. Spawns 2 enemies to our right, though. Jeez. Okay, getting close to leveling. Do we heal when we level? It'd be hard to see the enemies in here sometimes. Into the chest. Locked. Oof. 28 XP to level. I hope we level heal when we level up. That's already open. Well, we leveled, but we don't heal. 135, okay. The extra defense would be nice. Oh, jeez. Might need to head out and heal. Locked. We gotta find a key for these chests. Wow, yeah, that took a lot of hit points. Alright, we're at 15 HP. We need to go heal. If you end up going up against somebody in one of these tight corridors, you might not be able to hit them from the side. I feel like this is a nicer version of the game. I remember it being even worse than it is here about stuff like that. Okay. No more enemies. Oh, we can actually heal here. I will heal here, then we'll go back and check those prison cells again, because we got the prison key. Healing, healing, healing. Okay. You can see this, the sunlight shining in here. Oh, yeah, man, we have photosynthesis. That's how we heal through photosynthesis. Somehow. Alright, the prison cells are on this floor, right? Here we go. Okay, okay, there's one of the goddesses over here. No, just ignore the treasure chest. Who are you? It'll introduce himself and explain his reason for coming to the shrine. My name is Fina. It feels like I've been locked up down here for my entire life. I remember it was a man in a black cape who put me here. The terrible man who seems to control the very movements of the monsters is dangerous here. You should forget about me. Please hurry. Get away from here while you can. Take her with me. You're gonna help me? You're saying I can leave this place? Adol. Thank you very much. Alright, we swore to Fina that we would lead her to a safe place. We got the mask. Okay. Yeah, the mask is gonna help us find hidden paths. The man in the black cape put that mask on with me here. Perhaps it should be of use to you. Okay. We've got to lead Fina to safety here. And she has so many hit points. So, and she's super fast. But we just healed, we'll be fine. Okay, cool. Does she have photosynthesis? She does not. Come on, Fina. I was rereading some of my old Marvel comics today. I went back and reread Avengers Disassembled and House of M for reasons. Alright. We just have to get her to Zeptic Village, right? Come on, girl. Keep moving. Cool. Did I check out BlizzCon? What about it? I'm alright, you know. I'm just tired, that's all. I saw Burning Crusade Classic. I saw Diablo 2 Remastered, Diablo 4. Did I miss some stuff? Don't worry about me. Tina lapsed into unconsciousness. Adol felt her forehead and confirmed she has a fever. Luckily, Jebba's house is very close. Adol gently lifted Fina over his shoulder and promptly carried her to Jebba's house. She's sleeping well. The medicine should help. Had a good night's rest and she should be fine by morning. Still, no matter how you look at it, it's a very strange story. Sacred inner sanctum sealed up under the shrine for so long, becoming home to monsters. And a girl imprisoned there, no less. So much of this simply doesn't add up. Don't you worry, I'll take good care of her. She'll be up and about and no good as new. Okay, well, I guess we gotta use the mask to keep going through the shrine. Getting a lot more gold and XP from these monsters in here, thankfully. Can't wait till we can open locked chests. I thought about Diablo. I am looking forward to both Diablo 4 and Diablo 2 remastered. I love Diablo 2. It's my favorite Diablo. I like Diablo 3, at least in the current state that it's gotten to. I didn't like Diablo 3 when it had the auction house that much. I thought that was kind of ruining Diablo. It's like the whole point of Diablo is to farm the items. But I really like Diablo 3 now, but Diablo 2 is still my favorite. So I'm excited to see the remastered one. From what I've seen, it looks pretty faithful, just better graphics, which is pretty much what I'd want. I think some quality of life stuff, you know. And I'm always excited for a new Diablo, so Diablo 4 will be great. Burning Crusade excites me because I liked Burning Crusade, first of all, and it's nice to see Warcraft Classic going into the expansions, because I'd really like to see Wrath of the Lich King Classic, because that was my sweet spot for a while. Wrath of the Lich King was my favorite expansion. Alright, so if we come over here and we put on the mask, the thing about the mask is when you have the mask on, you can't see the enemies, which is a little tricksy. It lets you see like hidden passages, but you can't see the monsters. You gotta be careful. Don't remember where we need to wear it. We'll have to figure it out. I didn't actually watch BlizzCon, I just heard a couple things, so I don't know everything that was announced. Okay, like here, this might be the mask. No, not here. Oh shit, see, this sucks when you're in that kind of situation. You're in a tight corridor, there's no way to dodge the enemy. Just don't put yourself in that situation, basically. You need to be able to come at them not straight on. Like here, I can't just go down there, I have to wait for him to come out. Oh, this guy's a lot of hit points. I'm barely hurting him. I wonder how much XP he's worth. I'm clearly a little low level for this. Or low weapon for this. Locked. Now, I'm missing something. I don't think these things should still be locked. Right here, I think this is actually a door. You can't go through it without turning the mask on. I think that's the door. Yeah. Look how much health he has. Oh my god. They just have so much defense. That's what it really is. Oh my god, and if I hit him dead on, I almost die straight up. There's death going in here. We have to get him out. Locked. Yeah, we're missing an item. Ah, we died. Game is not nice to you about stuff like that. You died, well, you're dead. Deal with it. I'm wondering if I should just skip Ys I and go straight to like Origins, where they have like a combat system that's not the weird bumping thing. I've never beat Ys II. And that was kind of my thing. I was like, maybe we should do Ys II. Really, what I do is like the new ones, like 8 and Nostrum and all them. But... maybe we should skip ahead to Origins and start there. Origins is the prequel to this, where it actually tells the story about how Ys fell and how the goddesses lifted a big chunk of Ys up into the sky and all that jazz. And there's actually 3 playable characters in Origins, which is kind of cool. You don't play Adol because it's pre-Adol, which almost every other Ys game you play is Adol. Maybe every other one, I'm not sure. The newer ones, you actually get a party and you can like swap between members. But that's like only like the most recent 3 of them. I don't remember what we have to do to start unlocking doors. Judging by the strength of those like vampire looking dudes, where we're having to like literally hold them against the wall to kill them, we probably need to gain a level before we go down to that floor, because that'll probably vastly change our power level as far as fighting those guys. And it shouldn't take too long to get 1900 XP with these guys that are giving like 30 and 50 XP each. I gotta figure out how to unlock these chests. That's a big deal. A lot of chests we're not opening. I don't know if it's even in here or if there's something I needed to get before I came in here. I don't remember everywhere we're supposed to use the mask. I wish I could swap the mask on and on easier. Unlocked. 1 second. I'm gonna look up how to unlock the chests. Let's see. This one. Locked chests. I know you should have had it at this point, I feel like. Yeah, the key is in here somewhere. We just have to find the right chest. I don't know. All right, it's somewhere in here. We'll figure it out. Somewhere we haven't explored yet. How many times did I come up here and I saw that chest and it looked like it was already open, so I kept thinking I already looked at it. Okay, well that's the key for the chest. Ignore me right now. I'm just gonna... There's the bell. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Just standing right beside the damn thing. Let's see, 1452. You guys are worth a lot of XP. Ivory key. And all kinds of keys now. Why Chronicles? I was gonna play all of them. Chronicles is hard though. It's not that Chronicles is hard. Chronicles is old and it has old game-itis, right? Like, there's a lot of just like, no one would make a game this way anymore things to it, you know? I've actually beaten Ys I Chronicle before. I've just never beaten Part 2. Or are you saying why Chronicles is in I should play a different version of Ys I? Because there are other versions. I think this is like probably the best version though. Maybe I'm wrong. Do you know more about Ys than I do, Level 1 Up? Because I'm not a big Ys guy. I don't know that much about it. I might swap to Origins before I finish this one if I get too frustrated with it. The real goal is to play like 7, 8, and 9. Nah, fair enough. You never played any of them. Alright. I've beaten this one before. It is, you know, a little old school, but you know, we can go get that, there's a lock chest here too. I think it's just more money. If I remember right. Oh, no, it's a shield ring. That's super useful, actually. They're missing a ring. There's a lot of stuff out on the world map, too, that we haven't gotten yet. Yeah, I think I might, like, switch to a newer one. Just because I can, you know? I'm thinking Origins. I think we start with Origins. So, like, let me see. There was a site that I linked earlier that I was looking at. Like about Ys and stuff. And I can see the chat again. It's like, you know, the different games and how long they take and stuff. But also, I was more interested in this. Like, what order should you play? There's like the story path, which is like, you know, the best way for the story, I guess. Like, or like chronologically in the story, maybe. And then there's the release path, the order they came out in. And the action path. The action path is interesting because, like, the Ys games have evolved over time. So, like, there's a thing down here. It's here, the different combat systems. So 1 and 2 have this bump system, which honestly is a nice little note of history in video games that we should never go back to, right? And then the Napishtim engine from Ys 6 is also used in both in Felghana and Origins. I've played Origins. It's a cool combat system. And then the newer ones have the engine from 7. So 7, 8, 9, and the remake of 4 have the engine from 7, which has still kind of like the combat like this one, but it also has like party members, and you can swap between the different party members in mid combat. So like you can switch to different play styles, or like one character might be good at fighting this type of enemy and one character is good at fighting this type of enemy or something. Yeah, I think we're gonna start with Origins. Origins has 3 characters, but you play one at a time. Oh, okay, what was that? Origins has 3 characters, but you basically when you first start out you can play as Unica or the mage dude. Unica is a chick with an axe. The mage dude has spells, and once you beat both of them, you unlock a 3rd character. And the 3rd one, I think, is actually the canon story. And I've beaten it with the first 2, but I've never beaten the 3rd one. I don't know if I've done it at all on my PlayStation, and that's where I'm going to play it. So I'm going to switch over to Ys Origins. Just give me 1 second. Everything okay, Dave? All good? Oh, okay. Let me close this up. 1 sec. Make sure to save again in case we decide to come back to this. We might get through more of these games and be like, all right, guys, we got to be completionists about this, right? I do that sometimes. All right. Let's close that out. And then all right. Change the stream title, huh? Ys Origins. This would be, I think it's the PS4 version. I'm playing it on my PS5, but it's the PS4 version, right? So how's you still playing Dragon Quest VII? Level 1 alt? Ys Origin. Oh, it's just Origin. That makes sense, I guess. Ys Origin OS. Oh. Got the new one. We'll get to it. But Ys Origin. 40 hours to go. It is a long game. I love that. That's, I mean, I have nostalgia, and that completely corrupts my opinion on this, but Dragon Warrior 7 is my favorite one. It's the first one I played, that's why. I'll admit that. And I got really pissed off at it back in college. We played it back in college. Do you know in the original, the version you're playing, there is a way to soft lock the game where you can't beat it? Yeah. Basically, what was it? You know the temple? You should have already been past this part, right? The temple where you lower the water and go down into the temple, and like in the lake. You know what I'm talking about? Hold attack to use skills. We'll leave that alone. Alright. New game. We've only got the 2 characters because I haven't played it on the PlayStation yet. So Hugo and Unica, and if we beat Hugo and Unica, we unlock a 3rd character. Yeah, so you lower the water, you go down there and you do that dungeon. After you beat the boss, on the way out is one of the tablet stones, right? One of the stones you need to unlock another world. I missed it. I walked right by it. And I left, and then the water raises back up. And I couldn't find a way to lower the water back down. And I didn't realize I was missing a stone until like 10 hours later, because it wasn't the one you needed for the next world. Oh no. It was the one you needed for like 2 worlds later. So I finally realized I was missing one, and I did a bunch of research and figured out, oh, I was supposed to have gotten one at the end of that bottom of the lake temple thing, but at that point the water's already risen back up, and I couldn't find a way to lower the water back down and get back in there. And I couldn't advance the game anymore without that tablet shard. That was frustrating. Alright, we're just gonna do normal. These games can get quite hard if you play the hard difficulties. Was that French? Is there a language option? I can't tell if that's French or a made-up language, because I don't know French. Sounds French. I kind of want to just keep it on this now. Yes, he has silver metal called Claria. It's not called silver in the newer games. Okay, let's restart this. One second. Let's see if I can fix the I want to hear what they're saying. What's going on here? It's supposed to be in English, right? I'll take Japanese even, but wait, what was... All JRPGs take place in France. Oh, how did I not realize that? .emu. And the harmonica would be very French. Alright, options. Nothing about languages. Is that just how they do it? Is it just always that language? Is it supposed to be like that? I'm curious now. Oh, apparently it's French even in the Japanese version. It's just French. It's supposed to be French. Okay. Sure. Yeah. I guess they speak French in It is French though, I was right. That was an interesting choice they made there. To have like the goddess or whatever telling the story, tell it in French. I thought I had messed up a setting or something. I don't. I'm not gonna learn French, man. Therein, the pride of the goddesses was an object, and it was the black pearl, through which all people of the land received innumerable blessings. You deal with all this in 1 and 2, which is why a lot of people suggest playing 1 and 2 before Origins, because Origins knowledge of 1 and 2 heavily gives you a lot of knowledge about Origins. Origins sort of explains how you get into the mess in 1 and 2. A lot of the other Ys games don't take place here at all, so like there are other countries or other continents that Adol adventures to, so like the stories aren't related at all to the goddesses and Claria and all that. So none of this is knowledge that you need for the new game, but you know. All you need for knowledge for most of the other Ys games is Adol is an adventurer. Done. Yeah, they raise Solomon's shrine to the heavens. And that's where Ys II takes place. After you get to the top of the tower and beat the boss and everything, you end up going to the floating continent that you didn't even know existed in the first one. And that's where you get magic. This whole game is going to take place in the tower, where you spent like the second half of the game I was playing earlier. Like once we got through the shrine and went to the mines and everything, got ourselves fully armored up and ready, we would go into that tower and fight your way up the tower. This game is like self-contained in the tower. You get the story of 3 different people going through the tower. So the goddesses are missing. We're forming a search party of knights and sorcerers. These elite were dispatched back down to the surface in hopes of finding the missing deities before all was lost. And like by the end of Origins, like you've sort of gotten rid of the demons on the island, right? And sort of everything's sort of settled. But then 6 months before Ys I, they mine this silver, which is the Claria, and they try to take it off the island, and the storm wall gets erected to stop them taking it out because reasons. Hero might be the son of the pirate? What? Well, you're supposed to see the Erdrick sign in Dragon Quest VII. Like, to my knowledge, 7 isn't actually linked to the Erdrick series. It might be a nod to the Erdrick series, but I don't think it's supposed to be canon linked together. But you have to like probably research that to find out for sure. I know 1, 2, and 3 obviously are the original Erdrick trilogy, and 11 is part of the Erdrick trilogy, right? Don't know that 7 is actually connected to it. I think 7 maybe just like a reference to the other games. I don't know. Seven's kind of self-contained. I don't think it's related to any of the other games. Just get into the game. Alright. So we're gonna play Unica first. My whole life I've never been able to use magic. I made a promise long ago. I promised I would become a knight. I told myself I would guard these 2 with my life, just as my dad did. Please, Dad, watch over me. I swear I'll become a holy knight and keep Our Ladies Rhea and Fina from harm. Rhea and Fina being the goddesses. If it wasn't totally obvious enough in the first game. Alright, here's Unica. Oof. Girl with braids. I said it was Unica. Spoilers. Where am I? Let's see. Oh, my butt. That's never. You never want to wake up and go, ow, my butt. That's not a good sign. Okay, focus. Focus. I joined up with the search party heading down to the surface. And then what? I remember there was a sudden impact, like we hit something or something hit us. What is that? It's the Rhoda tree. We were just here in the other game. It is. It's really you, Rodatree. You survived. You've finally awoken. You seem familiar to me. A friend of the goddesses, are you not? I am. The name's Unica. Unica Tova. Tova being one of the 6 families. Yes, I remember now. You are Priest Tova's granddaughter. Well, yes, I am, but I don't really take after him all that much. I can't even use magic. You're the elder Rodatree, right? How's your younger brother? Is he alright? Yes, he's fine. In fact, he's been my sole conversation partner all this time. It was starting to get rather boring down here. I bet. You always were quite the chatterbox. I must admit, when the shrine ascended, I found myself worrying about you two. I really am glad you're both okay. The goddesses gave us life, and they maintain our lives as well. These noxious fumes will not sever our bonds with them so easily. But you, Tova. When was it? I beheld a man with one companion in tow, surrounded by a horde of demons. Am I correct in assuming then that he too is of the Tova lineage? Yeah, that was my dad. He stayed behind on the surface and bought us some time to raise Solomon's shrine. My grandpa says he couldn't have survived down here. I felt his essence disappear into the miasma. Which is not to say I witnessed his death, but I can hardly doubt his fate. So I guess Grandpa was right. Well, then I guess the book is closed on him, so now it's his daughter's time to shine. Oh, do you seek something from this ruined land, then? Yes, we've come down to the surface in search of our ladies, Rhea and Fina. A few days ago, the 2 of them vanished from the shrine, and no one's seen or heard from them since. I did catch sight of the goddesses. It was perhaps 3 days ago. You saw them? Father Shion was right. Shion? They really did come to the surface. Did you see where they went? You see that tower at the foot of Mount Precious? That horrifying tower built to bridge this ruined land with Solomon's shrine up above. But yeah, the tower was built by the demons. Though it is weak, I sense the essence of both goddesses in that place. What? They're in the tower? Why didn't you stop them? They sought the tower of their own volition. I saw no reason to intervene. But you know that tower, what that tower represents. Wait, you're not alone. I sense others around the perimeter. Your companions, I believe. Huh? Which companions? Who's over there? So you will go to them. I will. I need to meet up with the others right away so I can bring our stray goddesses back home. You must be a dangerous outside world. Rhoda, speak to me. Say something. Guess the gases are starting to flare up. With no magic of my own to fall back on, my friend, I just can't hear your voice anymore, old friend. Lady Rhea, Lady Fina. Oh boy. Oh boy. Our entrance. Alright. This doesn't feel right. There should be more demons guarding the entrance. Ah. I suppose we should have expected this, considering where we are. If only I had some of the others with us, we'd be on more even footing. We put up a barrier to try and hold it for we'll put up a barrier and try and hold it for as long as possible. That should buy you some time to take out the demons on that side. Fewer demons mean better odds, right? If I must take up arms, then so be it. Ah, aren't you? Apprentice Knight Unikatova, at your service. Much obliged. Do what you can with these beasts, if you please. We'll take care of the demons in the room's periphery. Understood. Dino. Eolia, come. Yes, father. Right away. Alright, let's learn how to fight. Your rotten creatures have turned our lives upside down and taken my dad away from me, so don't expect me to hold back. Alright, attack square. Jump is X. Jump slash. Lunge attack. Up thrust. Down thrust. Okay. Booyah. Booyah? Alright, boost mode. Triangle when the boost gauge is 100%. Skills cost half as much MP, impact a greater punch. You only take half damage when hit. Cool. Puff puff. Nicely done. Father Superior. And you two are, guess there wasn't much time for introductions, now was there? I'm Dino, an acolyte of Solomon's Shrine. And I'm his colleague, Eolia. I'm Unica Tova, nice to meet you both. Tova, in your relation to Commander Saul Tova. Oh, yes, I'm his daughter. You live up to your heritage then, your fighting style is gallant and graceful. Were I to wield a battle axe of that size, well, to suffice to say, I'd have a hard time keeping up my balance, let alone hitting anything. Well, you see, I can't use magic, so my strength is really all I have. Oh, I see. This young lady was kind enough to volunteer her services in search of her runaway deities. I suggest we both put forth our best effort to find them, for their sakes, and for ours, and for the commander's as well. Father Superior, thank you so much, but where are the other knights? And the sorcerers, aren't they with you? I'm afraid not. Just as the surface came into sight, our transport spell was disrupted by some outside force, intentionally, as best as I can tell. Was that the impact I felt? It was, and whatever hit us, it blocked out all ability to control the transport, resulting in a breakdown of the entire enchantment. We were scattered in all directions and hurled through the surface quite unceremoniously, though it could have been much worse. Were it not for our individual barriers, the fall alone would surely have been fatal. Whatever force knocked us from that sky originated from this tower. We have come to determine who's responsible and for what reason. That doesn't explain why you're here, though, Unica, alone, no less. Well, about that, we had a conversation with Rototree. Could that really be true? Why would they come to such a dreadful place? I can't even begin to imagine. Father, we must find them at once. Indeed, there is no time to lose. Sadly, even with our power pooled, our fighting skills are no match for the denizens of this wicked place. We need to reassemble the search party before we can begin in earnest. Of course, you're absolutely right. May I entrust this task to you, Dino? Yes, Father, thank you. Using the Rototree as a base, I'll search the area via transport spell and round everyone up I can find. As for you, young lady. Yes, Father Superior? There is no guarantee that a situation similar to the one we've just experienced won't reoccur. I'd like for you to remain here with us until the rest of the party arrives. Keep a watchful eye for any more uninvited guests. Okay. Is something wrong? Well, I was kind of hoping you might let me do a little recon. Just in the immediate area, of course, not too far away or anything. I'd like to get in some combat training so I don't let down my guard until the situation gets critical. I mean, I'm just an apprentice knight, and with no magic ability whatsoever, well, I'm just kind of worried I'll get in the way, you know? Admittedly, your reasoning is sound, but I would be remiss to blindly offer consent knowing the risks. Well, we need to learn more about this tower anyway, don't we? I mean, we barely know anything about it. Come on, please, I'm up to it. I know I am. Very well. I shall personally explain the situation to Sir Galleon upon his arrival. Seriously? Oh, thank you. Thank you so very much. There's one condition, however. I must insist that you take this with you. Receive the crystal. What's this? Come over here, please. I'll show you. The statue of a monster? How twisted. Just watch. The crystal's power purified the demon statue. Wow, just like that. It's a goddess statue, but how? The best to explain it would be to say that it has been returned to its original natural form. When Ys ascended, several goddess statues were left behind on the surface. It seems the monsters have found one, brought it here, and changed it. But at what end, I cannot say. Oh. Lady Rhea, Lady Feeney, I'm so sorry I said they were twisted. I didn't recognize you like that. I think it's safe to assume the other goddess statues have been brought here as well, and have likely met a similar fate. Thus the crystal. If you're to scout the tower, you may well encounter other statues and can purify them just as I did this one. Alright, sounds easy enough. It's kind of like a portable blessing. Ah, but that's not all. It has another function as well. It can magically transport you to any purified goddess statue within the tower in the blink of an eye. And the object itself is enchanted with this ability, so no magic will be required on your part. Sounds like a lifesaver. Thank you again, Father Superior, for your blessing and for this crystal as well. Unica, I'd like you to take this with you too. Lilia's shell. Lila's shell. Shell? Another magical item. In this case, it serves as a communication device, allowing us to speak with one another across any distance. No matter where you may be, just talking to the shell, unless it's somehow indisposed, I'll hear you. If you should find yourself in need of any assistance, please don't hesitate to make use of it. Neat! Thanks a bunch, I'll take good care of it. Before I go, Father Superior, Sister Aeolia... Yes, is there something else you need? I know I'm kind of just stubbornly forced my way into the search party. Now I've actually managed to convince you to let me go off my own. So I just wanted to say, I won't let you down, I promise. Thanks for being so accommodating. I may not ever be as great a knight as my father was, but I'll do everything in my power to find our goddesses. You can count on me. I hope you'll be able to count on us, too. We're all in this together, you know. We'll be right here if you need us. Don't hesitate to return for any reason. May the goddesses guide your path. Please don't forget, and the situation becomes dire. Use the power of the crystal. Let it bring you back to safety. I will, and may the goddesses guide your path as well. May the goddesses guide your path. Alright, so we can turn in SP to buff, like permanent buff. Alright, let's get to it. Level up. Okay. Panacea? All set in Panacea, nice. Alright, so I have to kill the red glowy guys to unlock the thing that's behind the barrier there. There we go. It's like one of the holy artifacts of Ys. How would the demons have it? Alright, Cerulean Flabellum. The whirlwind skill. Woot. Circle. Okay. Not really magic like the sorcerer's cast, but it's sure close enough for me. Take whatever I can get. Woot. Okay. Okay. I'll just keep hitting it, it won't attack. I need a key for that door. Okay. We automatically get sucked in on this one, right? What's happening? Okay. Where am I? A different room entirely. I guess that weird magic circle thing must have teleported me here. Pretty sophisticated trap for a bunch of demons. Takes a second to save. Alright. Alright, we need a crest or whatever for that. Okay. Level up. The faster you go, the more you can keep these buffs that you're picking up along the way, with buff your strength and defense and stuff. Gotta keep moving to keep the ball rolling and all that. Good to go. And remember there's a stairway down over there too. Alright, got a road of fruit. Okay. You wanted to double jump. Pretty sure you get a double jump later. Like naturally trying to do it. She hit me that time. Okay. Yeah, bounces you up, right? Yep. Okay. Got the emerald, which will power up our wind attack, right? Yeah, Whirlpool power increased. Stuff. Let me unlock the gate somewhere. Maybe like charge it up now. Okay, here's what we opened up. This to the outside. The murder food are for those little monkey-looking things, right? This looks like a good chest. Blue Moon Crest. Okay, we got the crest. Mysterious Voice. It's gonna be the first of those guys. Well, strange. If you're a demon, then I don't feel threatened by you. I actually think you're kind of adorable. One of the ruse, maybe? My grandpa told me about you little guys. He said vapors outside transformed you into demons, but demon or no, you're just too cute. Can't understand him. I'm not really trained for this. I don't have any idea what you're saying at all. If someone of House Gemma were here, maybe he'd be able to communicate, but I don't even know where to begin. I think the third player that you unlock might be able to understand them. I'm sorry, I just don't understand. House Tova is a proud legacy, but I'm afraid demon linguistics just aren't a big part of it. You understand the stomach growling? Wait, are you hungry? Is that it? I'll take that as a yes. I'm trying to think of it. I might have the food to give you. The rotor fruit. Whoa! Is that a piece of Claria ore? Axe has been strengthened. It's amazing! Never knew you guys are so talented. Thanks so much. Cool. I guess I gotta go back where that with that crest. Oops. Activated my special thing. Okay. Okay. Blue moon crest in the altar. Awesome. I wonder if I should go back and see about any upgrades or anything. We can strengthen our current armor. How much SP do we have? I don't even know. Increase SP gain to 16,000. That'd be really good to get. Take a while to earn that though. Is this the first boss? Huh? I think we lost him. Annoying little runt. How the hell can he evade us for so long? Doesn't he ever get tired? There's no way he could have gone much further. I say we keep looking. I think are they looking for Hugo? Sorry, but I've lost what little interest I had. There's no glory in catching a sorcerer who's rather run for cover than stay and fight. He's really not a worthy opponent. Man, you need to lighten up. It's the thrill of the hunt, you know? Excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt, but you're not from the search party, are you? If not, then you might want to get out of here. This tower's a pretty dangerous place to be. Is this girl for real? It's too funny. Just look at her. Look at her clothes. That dumb expression on her face. She's a total hick. I'm a what now? Identify yourself, little girl. Are you a friend of that sorcerer's? What sorcerer? I'm Unica. Unica Tova, apprentice of the Holy Knight of Ys. Unica Tova. Huh, so they got a little shit like you working in the service of the goddesses, do they? Guess they must really be hurting for help up there. Okay, I told you my name. How about you return the favor? You've been on the surface this whole time. I guess it means you've missed your chance to take refuge in the shrine. And I'd heard the people of Ys were a bit on the simple side, but it's just sad. Yeah, it's no fun when they come right up to you and practically beg you to kill them. There's no sport in it, you know? Hey, maybe we should try out one of those demon familiars that Zava let us use. Suit yourself. I have no idea what's going on right now. What are you two talking about? Capture the goddesses and kill any interlopers. Those are our orders. The goddesses? You mean Lady Rhea and Lady Fina? Seriously? Who the hell are you and what are you doing here? That's enough chatter of you, hit girl. Coming to this tower will be the last mistake you ever make. I said they're gonna summon a monster to fight us instead of doing it ourselves, huh? A demon? Have fun. So this, we didn't get to it in part 1, but this is a boss from Ys I. This is the one that was home, the vampire that turns into bats. Yeah. This is straight up an Ys I boss fight, which is kind of cool. It goes well. How you doing, man? I don't do very much damage. Come on, bud. Right. I don't know how long I can attack him before he attacks me back, so I'm worried about getting hit. Let's see. Yeah, he does a lot of damage. I need to not get so greedy. I can't stand still and heal on a boss fight. It makes sense. And charge this up while I'm running around. Interesting, so there's two of them. Okay. Oh crap. Hard to turn back into bats and then turn back into bats again. Shit. 8 health. Ethan was dead too though. I can't get hit again though. I'm so close to killing him. Hoot! That was close. A little too close. How you doing, Garden Eden? Whew. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. What in the world were those two, and why would they be hanging around with demons? Why would they want to capture Lady Rhea and Lady Fina? Yay, we got healed. Bronze key. So that's the key to that key door that we saw. And the Mask of Eyes! Another item from part 1. I wonder if I should wait until I get 16,000 SP to earn the ability to earn SP faster before I start spending SP. But in the long run, that's probably the best option, right? But it's just, we won't get any upgrades for a long time. Ooh, the power levels have gone up, that's for sure. We're ripping through these guys. And make sure to pick up all the little SP icons. That was key door. Okay, one of these walls is probably fake. We have to use the key, the eye thing, but we need to kill these guys first. It's just like the other game, we won't be able to see monsters while we have the mask on. Probably this one. It's got a freaking icon on it. Yep. Hey, I know you. You're Unikatova, right? Huh? Who's there? Where are you? Calm down, just take off the mask. Oh, I recognize you from the search party. Same, and let me tell you, it's a relief to find a friendly face in here. I'm Riko Gemma, part of the sorcerer contingent. It's nice to meet you. Oh, okay, you must be Priest Gemma's grandson then, right? How'd you wind up in a place like this? Oh, when I came to, I found myself slumped in a heap right outside the tower. I figured I'd take a peek inside, and when I did, I caught a glimpse of some people heading up the stairs. Naturally, I assumed they were part of the search party, so I followed them, but that turned out to be a bad idea. How? Oh, are you hurt? Yeah, but there's no need to worry. I cast some healing magic on it, so I'm just waiting here for the wound to close. I can't really walk on this leg until it does, though. Well, at least it's not incurable, I guess, and at least you have a good cover until it does heal. Those people you saw, did they turn out to be a couple of thugs, like a really muscly man and a woman with all kinds of tattoos? How did you know? I had a run-in with them myself. Oh my, I'm glad you managed to get away then. When I caught up with them, they taunted me and then summoned some kind of big demon that chased me all over the tower. Sounds like we both had similar experiences. I can't imagine how a human being would be able to exercise that kind of control over demons, though. I guess they're talking about Riko instead of Hugo. I don't know. But one thing's for sure, we've got to watch our backs in here. Those two clearly aren't messing around. Crap, you're right. This could be really bad. No, what do you mean? Before they ran off, they talked about trying to capture Lady Rhea and Lady Fina. What? I don't understand. Okay, we explained the situation. Every detail you just told me makes me more nervous than the last. If the goddesses truly are in the tower, then someone is clearly targeting them. We have to hurry and find them before... There's a lot I don't get, but I have to admit I have a bad feeling about pretty much all of this. So far, the demons of these lower floors haven't posed much of a challenge, so I think I just need to push on a bit further. I wish I could join you, but I need to stay here and rest until my leg heals. I'll be no good in a fight as I am. There is something I think you should have, though. It might help you overcome some of the obstacles you face in here. A blue necklace. What's this? It's a protective talisman handed down from the generations to generation in House Gemma. The power to weaken the pull of wicked magic, so it might help you overcome any traps the enemies have set. Let's just get past that thing that sucked us in and teleported us. Ah, it does sound helpful, thanks. Take care, Utica. Remember to watch your back. Alright. Look out for this symbol. I wonder if there's other places that'll be at, that we can wear the mask, maybe. Already up to 1,000, so it shouldn't take too long to get the SP. Okay. Moving on. Wow, not bad, Riko. Not bad at all. Your family is awesome. Wonder what set that trap, though. Was it those two punks? I mean, they seem strong, but that was pretty sophisticated magic. There's no way either of them could be that good. Not that I'm one to judge, I guess. Unica? Ah, Roy. Was it her, Roy? Well, it's good to see you're still in one piece. Ramona, boy, am I glad to see you too. I was starting to get worried. I don't think you're the one who should be worrying here. Honestly. You have no shame at all? Well, that's a fine how do you do. Don't you dare interrupt me when I'm talking to you. You're just an apprentice. You weren't even supposed to be in the search party to begin with. You practically forced your way in. So what in the world made you think it was okay to go wandering around the demon stronghold alone? I was trying to get some combat experience. I mean, I'm here, so I'd like to be useful if a push comes to shove. Besides, Father Superior gave me permission, so I don't know why you're on my case. I followed protocol. Combat experience my ass. You did this because Lady Rhea and Lady Fiend are in here somewhere, and you know it. Whenever those two are involved, you completely lose sight of reality. You don't think you just act. I'll bet it never even crossed your mind that this little stunt of yours might have Commander Galleon and Ramona worried sick. An apprentice should behave like an apprentice, damn it, not like some blowhard pioneer. But you're just a novice yourself, and you're only 1 year older than me. When are you gonna stop treating me like a little kid? And you stop acting like one. What was it you wrote in your enrollment form when I asked you if you wanted to be a knight because I love Lady Rita and Fina? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Alright, that's enough, you two. I know you practically grew up together, but this is neither the time nor the place for your little schoolyard quarrel. We didn't grow up together. But whatever the case may be, you need to consider your surroundings. We're here for a common goal and we need to work together. We'll do a better job finding the goddesses if we can all cooperate and coordinate. Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry. Now, right as we were walking in, you were mumbling something about two punks setting a trap. Do you mind filling us in on the details? Oh, sure. Unica explained everything that happened to us since she arrived in the tower. Handwave. What? Why would anyone else be looking for the goddesses? We have a real situation on our hands here. We should discuss this with Father Shion at once. I'm almost a bit concerned about Rico Gemma, and I understand he's in a safe room, but he's still injured and alone. It is concerning. I think you should attend to him, Roy. As for you, Unica, I believe you've had enough training for one day. I want you to return to home base immediately. But once Rico is safe and secure, we'll be right behind you. And we can all get our facts straight and formulate a plan of attack, understood? Yes, ma'am. Don't get sidetracked on your way back to base now, I mean it. Alright, I get it. Get your facts straight. Alright. Waiting around at the base of this tower sounds really tedious. Maybe I'll just explore a teensy bit farther before heading back. Immediately doesn't listen. I thought we told you to do this. Yeah, well, I was going to, but then I didn't. Alright, leather boots. Cool. Is that just armor? Yep, +6 defense. Nice. There you go from behind. Okay. Easy enough. Good old iron knuckles. All right. Try and kill all the enemies like once, just for experience and stuff. Level up. Actually, there's a couple different ways we can go here. button up there. Okay. Sure. Can I move? Here's the door I opened. We have another way to go too. So we have this way, and then we have like down and to the right. Check this way first. Okay. Beast medallion. Seems useful. What the heck is this? The creeps, but it looks like part of a larger relief, so maybe some kind of key? Uh-oh. Oh. Ooh. Close quarters with 3 of these guys could be a little nasty. Oh shit, my health. There we go. Okay, you don't have a sentence standing still without some kind of upgrade. Maybe you have to be outside. You might have to be outside. Like out in the walkways between levels. Alright. I still have this door up here. The boss, I'd like to do some healing first, but yeah. Okay, this looks like it could be a boss. Oh, good, outside. We stand still outside. Can we heal? No. Really? Crap. Guess maybe you have to buy that power. Unica doesn't have photosynthesis like Adol does. Okay. Save part was out too. Well, it says boss written all over it. Oh, has I got the thing for the beast medallion too? Right there? Yeah. That is a boss to if I've ever seen one. Beast's chamber. Ooh. Okay. Beast's chamber. It's a boss arena. I've done this before. I think this is the boss with the big arms, right? That you have to climb up on its head. Seems I've caught a lucky break. No demons, no crazy outsiders, just a whole lot of empty space. Good place to set up camp, I'd say. All this fighting's been really wearing me out. I could use a breather. Set up camp. Yeah, okay. Let me see if I can remember how to fight this guy. Holy crap, is that one of those huge demons that attacked Ys? What do? I've never been able to beat this. I'll never be able to beat this thing. Scratch that, I will beat it. I have to. Lady Rhea, Lady Athena, please grant me your blessings. And Dad, please give me your strength to do this. I hit it. You gotta kill these little bugs because they make you slide around. Time. Oh yeah! Level up. Puff puff. How the hell did I survive that? That was intense. Let's go save. We're only 10% of the way to getting that extra SP blessing. Well, it is 1:45. I think we're gonna call it a night right there. Thanks for watching, guys. I had a lot of fun tonight. We finished disc 1 of Final Fantasy IX. We did the first quarter of Ys I, and we've gone up to the first 2 major bosses of Ys Origin, and I think we're gonna keep doing this. And I think we may do all 3 characters in this. I just love the Ys games, at least once we get past the bump system. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. I'll be on tomorrow night just like always. Good night.